Testing. Testing, testing, testing. How we sounding? How we doing? Testing, testing, testing. How we sounding? How we doing? Testing, testing, testing.
I just built a budgeting app.
What?
How?
Base 44. Look, it pulls our expenses.
Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I'm here. So, who do I want to start with?
Hear me?
What's up, SO7? I got you.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, y'all. So I think the audio is... I'm currently live right now, just FYI.
Okay, that's fine. The moment I connected to the call, the audio decided to switch to the speakers in the computer, so I have to fix that.
Yeah, you're good. I don't think anybody's... I don't see anybody tuned in right now. Anyway. No, we got 3 viewers right now, so that's cool. Oh, hey Sam, what's up? It looks like Sam's in. Sam, we need to make sure that the audio is balanced. So, like, I think everything is pretty well balanced right now. Basically, like me, Sam, and then the game. So maybe when we get our first replay rolling, if you want to, like, let us know if, like, anything needs to be balanced a little better.
Okay, that is really weird. Okay,
Music is a bit loud. Alright. Music's down. What up, Diz? How we doing? Hey, glad to see the crew. Yeah, we got SO7. I'm so excited.
There we go. There we go. I fixed it.
Oh, you got it taken care of?
Yeah. For some reason, Discord decided to use the internal speakers inside the computer rather than the external ones that I have. But it's all fixed now.
Okay, good. Dude, we're finally getting around.
I know,
almost 4 months later.
Yeah, it's been a very long time before we're finally starting to do this.
I know. I'm glad we are though, because I guess like Sam was saying that when they come out with the new Stick Empires update, that all old replays won't work. So it's kind of now or never.
Yeah, we definitely got to get it going then.
Yeah, and I've been thinking, dude, about doing another tournament too when this update comes out. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Well, here, I'll share the bracket with you, and then we can kind of figure out what replays we want to do and what replays we don't want to do. So there's the bracket. And I was kind of thinking we would start back in like round 1 or round 2 winners bracket and just start picking out some of the matches that could be interesting.
Yeah, that'll work. Put this up here.
I mean, we can't do all of them, but we could do a lot of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine a lot. I don't imagine very many of the games being like super one-sided, but like the super one-sided games, I kind of don't.
Yeah.
I mean, we won't be able to tell what is what, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I think that, like, I mean, I feel like every game, like, after round 1 in winners bracket is going to be fun to see. Like, we could, like, the G versus Yuma and Best Room versus Arturos and so on. I think a lot of the round 1 games are going to be duds.
Yeah, they might be.
But, like, a lot of the players who are a little, like, less elo are getting put against giants in round 1, so it's not very entertaining. But, like, in losers bracket, I think it could be a little more entertaining, maybe.
Hopefully so.
Just to see, like, evenly matched players. I don't know, I think I'm feeling like maybe starting with the G and versus Yuma. Maybe that would be a good one.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Alright, let me see. Alright, I got it here. Okay, so these are the 2 games. The Epic Shadow games surely will be impressive, yeah. I can use this handy dandy replay viewer thing. This is so cool. I guess I don't need to share the replays with you, SO7, if I'm gonna just stream them to you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be watching them through your the stream.
Okay. All right. So we ready to hit off game 1 then?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, hold on a sec. Okay. Hold on. Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. Alright, now I'm ready. So we got the G versus Yuma.
EVC.
Yeah. Here we got EVC on mountains, game 1. So this is winner's bracket, like round 2, basically. So we got Earth Start versus Cat Start, kind of the same old, you're always going to see.
Yeah, Noob not going to engage that Earth until the second crawler shows up, which actually, no, he's not going to, he's just going to keep tower contested, it looks like.
Have a little staring contest.
I feel like
here.
he should eventually recognize that no more Earths are coming, so that's when you want to just target that Earth and force it away from the tower, but he's kind of just letting the G sit there. It's just easy tower control. There you go. Now he sees what's happening. He's going to attack it, get it away from the tower so we can take control of it. And the G is going to respond with just a castle lair. So he's not going to play any games. No fire or air. Just castle lair. Make sure those crawlers can't do any serious damage. And it looks like I thought he was going to commit for a minor kill, but he knew it wasn't going to work.
I definitely think that Yuma let the G have tower maybe a little too long. I think he could push him off earlier.
Yeah, he could have pushed him off way earlier. I feel like the moment he realized that there wasn't a second Earth following up in that long period of time, that was his cue to basically just get the Earth out of there.
Yeah.
And the G, he's going in hard in this economy, getting hustle. I think I also saw him get a passive, and he's boldly going for second row. Noob not going for any bomb or eco rushes. It looks like he wants to just eco up as hard as he can too. More than likely preparing for wings, because wings are basically the only ranged unit that works against Ellie. You will never see deads in this matchup because there's so many ground forces that can overwhelm them and basically annihilate them.
Yeah, it's pretty non-standard. You basically never see deads versus elemental. The wings are kind of the go-to meta, and it's definitely been proving to be a challenge for a lot of elemental players to handle the wing gameplay.
Alright, Noob picking up his own passive, and the G could be preparing a V. I honestly don't know. Yep, he is. He's got the V upgrade already in the works. Noob responding with tower spawn, which he'll be able to get. The wing is going to force away the air elemental here, and the G decides to just get those bombers out of the equation. Yeah, which will be pretty useful later on, because now there won't be any unnecessary damage that would result in a V with lower HP.
I'm very interested right now. If you look at the population, that the G's actually ahead, which is not like a common thing versus Chaos.
Hey, Noob massively overextending, thinking he can just rush that V and take it like that. And that's going to result in his Eclipse getting taken. And we know those crawlers are going to do absolute jackrabbit against that V. They are not going to kill it. So yeah, kind of a mistake on Noob's part. He just wasn't going to be able to get that. He should have waited until he had sort of spellcaster, or you know what? Maybe even crawler upgrades, because those crawlers not upgraded. They put the V at half HP. I think with upgrades they probably would have killed it, or at least forced the G to throw a scorch on them, because he has a fire and a water for that. So now the G is going to rush tower, and Noob has no choice but to give it up. So that tower spawn investment he made is basically been thrown down the drain, and that's 600 gold and 200 mana that he is going to take a long time to recover from, especially considering he does not have hustle yet, and he's floating a lot of gold. I'm not sure what happened, but there was definitely a mistake made in the economy department to be floating so many resources and not have any counterplay against it. The Cycloid gonna rush in, take an Eclipser, forcing the base to Garrison. Noob going for a castle dead. That's not going to do anything. There's the Infernos with the meteors. Not going to be applied here yet, but I would say that this game is basically shut down. There's nothing Noob can really do here. Yeah, the tornado follow-up 2 on the economy. There's a Medusa, but I mean, the most he can do is, yeah, just stone the Infernos and then leave. But now
he's just so
Noob is
screwed in this
massively
position.
behind.
Yeah. I definitely think he got in trouble with floating real bad. I really feel like.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not really sure what happened there. Like, I think he was trying to just get the Medusa going, but he was struggling on mana, so as a result, while waiting to get the mana for his Medusa, the goal was kind of just getting up there. And it's kind of doing the same thing again. And just buying more miners and wings. We got to see a lot more, maybe even some towers to kind of help stall the game out here. But we're not seeing it. And now there's going to be a pretty nasty rush. We might see 2 Cycloids here. Or no. G just going to pull out. Now here's the consequences of an EVC replay. It's starting to get pretty choppy.
Yeah, I gotta do the spam clicking.
Yeah.
I mean, I would kind of consider this a stall at this point.
Yeah, there's quite literally nothing that Noob can do here. Once again, floating an insane amount of gold. Like, I think his best bet is just mana up as hard as he can and Eclipse to spam as hard as he can, although I don't see it doing anything. But I don't know, there really isn't a whole lot he can do here. Still doesn't have Minor Hustle, and we're 6 minutes and 30 seconds into this game, and we know for a fact those 4 clones are upgraded, so more than likely the G's gonna throw them at the statue, which makes sense. It's free safe statue damage, and he's not putting his main units at risk.
He's about to just drop his statue clones. Yeah.
So the G takes game 1.
I think he just needed to get more wings out faster, you know?
Yeah, like I said, that moment where he was floating, again, more than likely he wanted to get a Medusa, but the mana wasn't there quite yet. So I don't know, maybe he could have threw that gold into bombers, because I've seen lots of games where, like, in EVC, players go for bombers pretty much throughout the entire game, because I feel like bombers are one of those things where you see it, but you're kind of tempted to ignore it, and as a result, like, over time, those bombers can start doing a lot of damage to units, even if it's like just throwing them into an army of like Chirags or something. The damage adds up over time. What is this water stuff that the G just did? It looks like it's gonna go for an early tree.
Yeah.
And that's just gonna be ridiculous for Noob to counter. He's gonna go for, I'm not sure what he's doing here. He's just letting his second crawler rush the base. He's not gonna get, I'm not sure what he's going to accomplish with that. Maybe force the miners to garrison early so the G can't rack up a powerful eco. It is worth a shot as opposed to fighting the tree outright, because we know he's not going to kill it, but he's going to lose a crawler, and there's the tree, and we're going to see a root on that. Did he get it? Nope. The crawler just barely got out of range.
And he keeps that miner alive, so that's a good play.
I think the G's move here is get 300 gold and just castle there, and that will instantly shut down this eco rush. Meanwhile, the G gonna send the Scorpions into Noob's base saying, hey, I can do the same thing. And in fact, it's gonna be worse for Noob because I do believe that...
Oh, we're gonna see a dead Chompler there. That's not good. That's big.
Okay, he does manage to take one out, but again, here's the castle there. And Noob not paying attention to his economy that well. Those Scorpions, I believe they have the damage output of Sword Wrath.
Yeah.
And in this particular instance, it is devastating on light units as he's able to take 2 miners. And now we're going to see a tree rush here.
And but Scorpling's already back in.
Scorpion's coming back. I think Noob needs to back off and just regroup with a bigger crawler count. And he kind of does here. But I feel like at some point you have to...
Or the
target the Scorpions.
Yeah, that's what I meant, the Scorplings.
And he's going to pull out. Yeah, he needs to pull out before the tree gets another roof going. This is not a good idea to do this while the tree's in range. Okay, he gets out. Yeah, there you go. Get out. You can heal up, hit the scorpions, and run away. But, like, all it takes is, like, a couple of hits from the scorpion, and a tree can finish off a crawler. It's ridiculous the amount of damage it does.
Yeah. My word.
Right? Now he needs to... He should be able to kill the scorpions before that miner dies.
That's wild, dude. That damage is crazy.
The damage from scorpions, man, I swear it's ridiculous.
It is wild that it's the same as swords, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
To be a problem.
It's around the same damage as swords to light units, which when you look at swords, you're thinking, oh, it's not that bad. But for scorpions, oh yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, for a unit that doesn't cost any gold,
right here. Now that he has the crawler count, just hard rush the scorpion to kill it quickly, and then focus back on the tree. But right now, his crawlers are kind of diverting their attention. They're not killing the scorpions, and I think that's a bad idea. Kill the scorpion.
Yeah,
wait till there's no scorpions, and there you go. Now you attack the tree.
Yeah. Oh, a second.
No,
we're gonna see another tree? No way.
Oh man, yeah, he's not gonna kill it this time. This is bad. Now we need to just pull out completely and find another countermeasure. He can't afford to rush that first tree anymore.
He needs Yuma needs a wing, and he needs it fast because a wing is gonna be his defensive play. Also, why is he getting a dead?
He's going for it.
Why would you get deads versus trees? I really disagree with that.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. Like, he's gonna need bombers now to protect the dead. Otherwise, scorpions.exe.
Yeah, I don't like that play, man. I don't like that play.
Wipe that dead out of existence. This is not a good idea. Plus, dead's damage on light units is trash. He needs the DPS of the wings. Wings are very good against light units.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a dead into turrets. The turrets are absolutely a necessity. Oh god, the tower spawn's already here.
Yeah.
This is...
Yeah, I mean, the turrets aren't even done, and, like, now he just has nothing to handle this right now. Not even bombers.
Even crawler upgrades would struggle against this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's kind of cooked here.
Yeah, and this is exactly what we were talking about. That dead is just going to get annihilated. This is why deads just don't work. There's so many options that Ellie has to kill deads. Earth stun, water's freezing them, scorch if the deads are grouped, and then you can't run away from the scorch because how slow they are. Scorpions with upgrades, V clones upgraded. Like, deads just are not going to work in this matchup.
Goodness, he's just going to be able to drop the statue for Pete's sake. Yeah, you was just calling it GG.
Yeah, like, Noob should just surrender here, and he does.
Yeah.
That was rough. So, yeah, that's a 2-0. The G takes it.
Yeah, that was a pretty decisive victory by the G. I think Yuma just... like, the first game, he had the right idea with, like, he just needed to, I think, do a little better with the wings, but I think if he had made the wings earlier on the second game, you know, he maybe would have been a little better off, but I think, like, that late of a dead is just not, no.
Yeah, I would say that and incorporating more bombers, because, like I said, like, throwing in a bomber or two against those scorpions when that first tree was there, I feel like it would have done a lot.
Yeah,
you know,
even like a couple, yeah, for sure.
You just make sure your crawlers don't die, and then, you know, every once in a while bring in a couple bombers and just hit them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a couple of plays would have made a pretty big difference in this situation. And 75G has been in this situation with the G a lot, and he kind of figured out how to handle the tree open. It's strong if you don't really know how to handle it, but if you do, you can deal with it.
Yeah, like Noob was off to a good start, rushing the economy early on, and you know, we got a couple of minor kills from that, mounted some pressure, but it just wasn't enough. Like I said, he just made too many mistakes when dealing with the first tree. I mean, do you think early upgrades might have helped kill that tree faster, or not? It's not a good investment? Nah,
I don't think the early upgrades are really necessary, honestly. I think, like, you know, kind of what you were saying with maybe sprinkling in some bombs in there, you know? Like, let's say he had one bomb, and then when the Scorplings all stacked up on the tree, you could just bring the bomb in and then blow it up in the Scorplings and take the tree out. I think the upgrades would have been useful, but not till later in the game.
Yeah. You loading up the next set?
Yes, sir. Okay. So this next one, I'm just kind of working down the list in the second bracket, or yeah, in round 2. So this one replays an older version of Stick Empires. Okay, this was. Oh, you know what? I think maybe I copy pasted it wrong. Okay, no, it just doesn't work. So this is supposed to be Lebesvin versus Arturos. Well, that's weird. Neither of them worked. Guess we'll try a different set. We'll try OP versus Shadow. Let's give that a shot.
I was gonna say, like, it's not like the game was updated after this tournament. Like, they're still working on it. At least I don't think it was.
Chrome Portable just crapped its pants. Chrome Portable is so buggy, dude.
Oh, that's what you're using?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the stream crashed.
Yeah, let me pull it back up. Okay. Okay, let's try this again.
What I'm also doing is recording on my end, and this will make a good video for my channel that I can't seem to upload on anymore.
I forgot, when you use Chrome Portable and you change the tab at all, the whole thing gets completely craps out.
Oh yeah. I stopped using Chrome Portable though, and I just went to the Adobe Flash Player 32, which I think Chrome Portable is like the same thing, but yeah, I stopped using that a long time ago. It just wasn't acting right.
It's pretty trash. Try this one more time. Okay, so it is working. So something was just going on with Stick Empires. I wonder if I need to refresh every now and again. Because Arturos versus Best Friend is working.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's just buggy is the issue, but it's working. Okay, so we got Arturos versus the Best Friend. So this one I'm excited to see because Best Friend is the defending champion from the year prior.
Interesting.
Yeah, he actually won. Yeah, he actually won New Year's Showdown 7. So this is going to be a CVC, which there's just too much CVC nowadays, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, like a good CVC is entertaining, you know?
It is, but like a lot of them is just who can get more Medusas, which is a huge letdown for me, honestly. Yeah, like it's infinitely more entertaining. Even most OVO games, because you know you get a little bit more options than just like it's more spell casts like it is in this. Or if you do wing versus wing, it's going to be constant harassment of like bombers showing up all the time, and it's going to be hard for me to commentate this early game. I really struggle with commentating CVC early game because there's just so much going on. It's just Carla's running all over the place. Oh, I know for a fact I would. There's so many things you have to be doing at the same time, it feels like. Yeah, it's been neutral this entire time, but it does look like Artros is holding a lot more stability on the crawler count. Best Friend has numerous weak crawlers, and I think if he kept going with that front crawler, he could have picked that off. He absolutely would have. So yeah, Best Friend's gonna send in a crawler last second to stop the tower control, and those bombers are gonna trait. No, they're not. Ooh, yeah, Artro's gonna get a couple of his cats hit with that, but it's not that bad. Now he's gonna secure tower for sure, and oh, it actually is dead versus dead. All right, this is kind of exciting. Like, we know how wing versus wing turns out. Never good. But dead versus dead will be interesting to see how far it goes. As long as neither player overextends with their deaths, which I feel like is a common problem, then this should be a pretty intense match. That is actually crazy to hear. Right, 2 deads coming in from Best Friend. Oh, yeah, see, I don't know how to feel about this now. Like, it was exciting when I saw the deads, but I should have knew the Medusa was going to be inevitable. Like, this is a pretty early Medusa, too. Wonder if Artros is going for the same thing right now, but it doesn't seem like it because we're seeing, yeah, he's just going full dead spam. So he's going to outnumber Best Friend in terms of that. In fact, Best Friend needs to retreat. I don't know. That early Medusa play might backfire, if I'm being honest here. Because he's got basically nothing protecting his economy, and Artros can absolutely, he can fully commit here. Okay, never mind. There's a Medusa pre-queued the stone, and it's gonna get a dead. Now Artros needs to fall back because he can low-key, Best Friend can low-key tank with that Medusa. Yeah, he's got his own Medusa on the way out though. It's not completely bad. Noticing that neither player going for a jug right now because they know they're just gonna get stoned. They're gonna trade, okay. We got Poison Pool coming in from Artros. Meanwhile, Best Friend, no minor hustle, and we're at the 5-minute mark. Does Artros have hustle though? Neither player has hustle. They're just going for full heavy just damage output against each other. That was a really good bomb from Artros on Best Friend. That dead and Medusa looking critical. Artros gonna go for tower spawn. And here comes a stone on a dead. Yep, and he's gonna kill that weak one because he's not making it. Wait! Oh my gosh. That was actually a really good move from Best Friend committing there. Will that Medusa die from the poison? I don't think it will. Just in case though, Artros throwing out that poison pool to get some value from it. This tower spawn, if Best Friend has a second Medusa, this tower spawn is completely useless. However, these bombers following up are going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, that dead is gone. Archeros, our best friend, gonna stun a dead instead of the tower spawn, which makes sense. It's almost gone, so just fully commit to taking it out. Meanwhile, Archeros, did that Medusa die? What's that in the garrison? Is that his Medusa? It is. So his Medusa lived. Best friend does not appear to have his own poison pool, which is kind of bad because he could poison pool on tower right now and it would do a. Oh! He actually might have got that. No, it might live. But yeah, best friend sneaking in these crazy stones on the Medusas from Archeros. That might actually allow him to pull ahead because now he's a third Medusa. Archeros needs to fall back. He should not have his Medusa here right now. It's a bad idea, especially for a poison pull. That wasn't worth it. Oh man, I don't know. Archeros making too many mistakes, just bringing in another weak Medusa, and I think it just got killed unless he pulled it back in time.
Voltiosus Tandio.
A Marokai. That's not a good move. It's just gonna get annihilated. Yeah, Archeros, I think he's made way too many mistakes. He lost 2 Medusas because he sent them in when they were weak. He made a Marokai that just got annihilated, so that's a waste of 400 gold and mana. And now, best friend is he's just gonna take things to the house. He doesn't even need poison pool at this point. He is so far ahead, it's not even funny. Here's the tower spawn from best friend. Yeah, Archeros gonna surrender. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, oh, yeah, I saw that. I saw the green border on your profile, but I didn't hear anything. Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, the people watching the YouTube stream can't hear you? Oh, I see. Right. You have to open a new stream though. All right, this is another game of Archeros versus best friend. And he wanted to choose. It looks like Archeros wanted castle. Why you would want that? But going to be CVC yet again. We'll see if he recovers from the mistakes he made. Again, he was overextending a lot with his Medusas, and it resulted in them just getting wiped out of existence. And Best Friend backed off a little bit right there, gave Artros a tiny bit of tower control. Not having his crawlers grouped together is kind of weird. In fact, both players kind of doing it. This is where the mind games sort of click in with the crawlers. And Best Friend is winning that. Artros has to pull that crawler out. And he's not going to try to bring it back in as bait. However, here comes the bomber. Best Friend pulling out way too late. And he's going to get... I think all three of those cats got hit. Yeah, he's sending all three of them away. And here comes the bomber from Best Friend. That's a good bomb. He's going to kill one of the crawlers with it. And this is where Artros splits his crawlers. Tower's still neutral right now. Another bomber coming in from Artros. And it looks like he's just going to hunt for a bomber from Best Friend. No. I'm not sure what his goal is. See, this is what I was talking about, where commentating CVC is like almost impossible for me because the early game is just a whole bunch of running around and mind games. And did this stream appears to be freezing up? No, it's good now. It looks like just like last game, Artros is managing to pull ahead in the early game here, nearly securing tower. He's going to get it there, though. That was a really good bomb timing because it hit that weak crawler. And yeah, now Artros has his tower control secured. So really all he has to do is split his crawlers and make sure to prevent his crawlers from taking a lot of damage from bombers. And he's going to be able to hold tower for quite some time here. And he's going to run deads again. I feel like Best Friend's going to do the same thing. And he was able to stop the tower control from Artros. However, Artros doing a really good job forcing that crawler to retreat so he can get his tower control back. And yep, it's going to be dead versus dead once again. However, Best Friend must have a really high crawler count that he has in the base or something, because right now it's pretty bold that he's sending one dead against those crawlers. Those crawlers can kill that dead if they really wanted to, unless Best Friend has bombers, which he should still be making them if he's not. Yep, there you go. That's a really good bomb. It's going to shut that down pretty much instantly.
Okay, and I should be back on the stream now. Everybody on the stream, I think they can hear me again. Hopefully.
Artros going for his own poison guts. And now he's forced to leave the tower, so that tower control he had early on is pretty much gone. And that was a good job stopping that bomber, because I feel like if it hit, it would have killed one of those deads. And yep, here comes the Medusa from Best Friend, this time at the 4-minute mark. So yeah, that seems to be the meta here, at least between these two players. It's just deads, bombers, and Medusas. No point in investing in Jugs, and we know they're just going to get one shot.
Dude, Arturus doesn't have hardly any economy right now.
Yeah, he's going really aggressive into the army, although the longer he holds tower, the more it'll pay off.
Yeah.
But now here comes the Medusa, and it's going to take out a dead. Now, Artros needs to fall back because, again, Best Friend can use the Medusa to tank, and it'll tank really well against deads. Plus that bomber. No, you should not be trying to hold command. He needs to retreat. Yeah, this first Medusa from Artros is coming out pretty late. Best Friend very close to having the resources to get another Medusa. That's if he already doesn't have a second one out. And I think right there he just bought another. Actually, no, he didn't. The mana count didn't go down.
Yeah. He's getting ready to, though. I bet he'll get one now. There we go.
Yep, there it
I
is.
think he was waiting on the... He had the mana. I think he was waiting on the gold, though.
Gonna stone her dead, and a best friend gonna do the same. Archeros, he should not be doing this, though, because right now these trades are not working in his favor. He has way less deads. And I feel like best friend has a counter deads high enough to where if a stone hits one of the Medusas from Archeros, the deads could finish it off. So he needs to be careful with what he's doing. He's got a stone queued up. However, best friend can do the same thing. He's going to do it right here. Arthros needs the stone, then he just barely manages to do it. But he's going to lose. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, I bet both Medusas are out.
I think both of them are going to die.
They're both down.
Oh, man.
That's not good.
It's the same thing from last game. That is really bad.
I think we're probably going to see best friend kind of roll him over here.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if that's game. That is really bad. Like, I'm pretty sure Archros didn't mean to do that. He didn't mean to have that weak Medusa rush out like that, but it was just enough for it to get poisoned and it was already critical. And both of them died at the same time, pretty much. And yeah, best friend sees he has a tremendous lead. He's going to absolutely take advantage of it here. Archros going to try to minor rush. It's not going to accomplish.
This is definitely going to be GG at this point.
Yeah. Once again, best friend taking this game to the cleaners.
Dang, 3 Medusas.
3 Medusas, tower spawn, a huge count of deads, and the bombers. That was a... Man, that 180 happened so quickly.
Yeah. Well, those were decent games, though. You know, they were good full games.
Yeah, they were.
So... that means the best friend moves up, and it sends Arturos to loser's bracket. So next up, we're gonna watch Ophi and Shadow go at it. Now this one I'm excited to see.
Is it CVC?
No.
Oh, it's CVE, isn't it? I feel like I can tell. With how, yep, it's CVE. I'm like, it's funny. I don't even have to look at the other side. I saw those red dots and how fast they showed up, and I knew it was fucking Earths.
Yeah. This one I'm really excited to see because this is just a really interesting matchup, player-wise, but also like race-wise. Like I'm really, I haven't seen these games at all either. Like this is completely fresh for me.
Oh yeah, me
So
too.
this is exciting.
I have not been able to do anything in terms of replay, so. OFE gonna send a single crawler into the base. I guess he's content with not contesting tower at all. And I mean, Shadow can kind of keep up with the crawler spam with Earth spam. It's insane how effective it is.
Yeah, their Earths are dope. Like, they're good, man.
If Swords could train this fast, I feel like OVC would be insane. At least for Chaos, it would.
Yeah, it'd be a whole different story if we could pop freaking swords out this fast and then turn them into freaking miners.
Swords on top of having archers for, like, no mana cost. Yeah, the early game tower control is going to strongly favor Shadow here. So OFE going to use the crawler speed to his advantage to see what he can accomplish eco pressure wise. But the thing is, unless there's like 7 crawlers rushing in with... Never mind. Actually, Shadow garrisoned the majority of his eco. I really didn't think he would do that. Especially with this Earth spam. Like, this Earth spam is working out very well because it's stopping the crawler eco rush.
Yeah, Shadow's making this work a little too well. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, because we saw, like, when it was Yuma versus the G, like, the G didn't opt for this. He just opted for heavy eco, only having 1 Earth to, like, you know, get tower, but then, like, preparing Vs early on. Shadow's just like, nah, I'm going to use these Earths to stall against your crawlers. And now he already has an air elemental, which is going to send the bomber at. Yep, good choice. And Shadow opted to just eat the bomb. Now, that second one, I don't know about that. Yep, there you go.
Oh, good dodge. Good dodge. I like that. I'd say his economy's in trouble here, though. I don't like this.
Yeah, sure, he's getting these, like, bomber.
Okay, no, he's got another air. He's got a defensive air. I like this.
He does, and it's actually going to do a lot when paired with the Earths. And as these weak crawlers retreat, this air is going to pick him off.
Yeah, he needs to get
Shadow
that one.
should change his targets. Well, he could have got 2 of them there, but he's just going to get 1.
At least he got... Yeah, one's still good, though. A little quicker on the draw. He could have picked up a couple more. For sure.
Right, we got OFE getting the wing ready. Well, already against 2 airs, so the only way to force those airs off with a wing is have a bomber running up behind it. Right, 3 airs already. It's crazy. 3 airs, 4 airs.
Actually,
against
4.
the
And so the interesting thing is 4 one-shots a wing.
They actually do.
Yeah.
So like, if like Shadow doesn't even have to go cycloid here. Just the moment those wings run in, just click 1. There you go. Yep. We're gonna see a tree instead, which just locks down the tower control and it protects.
Oh my gosh! So what is that range? That's crazy.
The range is disgusting.
Yeah.
The range on the tree root is even bigger than Reap, and Reap's range is already disgusting as it is.
Yeah.
So Shadow, our OFE getting the towers. He knows he's going to be in for a rough ride. We'll see if Shadow opts for the tower spawn play. You could definitely do it here. Gonna send in the Scorpions to absorb a Bomber Blast.
And that's a lot of airs, dude.
OFE has to play catch up on the ranged unit count right now.
Yeah, that's
this
wild.
Is crazy. Shadow aggressively got those airs out. I know for a fact he sacrificed Eco to do it, but with this strong lead, it honestly pays off. I mean, look at this. Tower spawn, V-clones, tornado, and a passive. Like, bro is rich right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
OFE preparing the Medusa here. I mean, I guess it can work. I don't know. I feel like Marrows would be a better option because like
Yeah.
they can stop.
The issue with
rushing
the
in.
Medusa is, basically is that the Medusa's hyper vulnerable to possession.
Yeah,
And
not
if
to
you-
mention a Marokai Reap will invalidate a Cyclone. That wing's gonna get 1 shot.
Yeah, now he's just
Cyclone's
one-shotting
gonna follow
things,
the
right?
tornado. Gonna send in the airs behind it to get. He might get 2 wings here. Yep, there's 1. There's.
He's gonna get all the wings.
Yeah,
He's gonna clean up.
Okay, all
Well,
right.
not all of
So
them.
OFE gonna opt a hard commit to kill 1 air. I don't know if it was worth because
All right.
Shadow has the lead, so he can afford to take these losses and not suffer much. Unlike OFE here. Yeah, already got the first upgrade for the Scorpions. We got the second upgrade for the V-clones coming in. And once again, OFE is forced to play super defensive here.
So that's a ton of mana from Shadow too. Holy cow!
We might be seeing a tower spawn 2 on the horizon. How
Very
insane his
very
ego
possible.
is. But no,
Yeah.
we're going to see some more transformations instead. Yep, V and Cycloid, and here comes the rush.
See this now?
is
Now we're gonna
pretty
see the
bad.
problem with the Medusa.
Yeah.
This is the
Flash
Medusa
was bad. He's
issue.
going to stone a wing, I bet.
Actually,
maybe
dude,
Spider Tower.
the protection was genius though. Cause like he can't stone the the V when it's protected. That's wild.
Exactly, and that's where I think Amerikai would have been better because at the very least you stop the possess. You can't do that.
Yeah,
with the
that's true.
Medusa
Yeah,
clone.
because even if it's protected, you'll break it from the possess. That's a good point.
Yep. You'll break
Because
it
he
from the
precast
possession,
like he was
you'll
supposed
make it
to.
slightly more vulnerable, but Stone cannot do that.
I don't think you're kidding about the Tower Spawn 2. I do think that we're gonna see the Tower Spawn 2 come out soon, but I will
Very soon. Right now, Shadow opting to finalize his army composition, but we are going to see it here. And is that okay? 2 airs rushing behind the Cycloid. Our Shadow's going to lose an air here. He's just throwing these airs on purpose.
Okay, he needs to be careful here. I mean, he's gonna pull ahead. Ophi's gonna pull ahead if he keeps taking Losses
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if he was throwing away those airs on purpose to free up population or what, but that had to have been his goal. I don't know, because he did try to retreat. He retreated the Cycloid. I'm sure he meant to lose those on purpose.
I think it
to
was a
free up
blunder
pop.
because he's making more airs. I think he just...
Yeah,
It's easy to misplay your stuff like that versus as Elemental.
maybe he meant to kill those 2 airs to get those 2 fires, or maybe he had those in the queue already. I don't know. But once again, Tower Spawn 2 on the horizon.
Yeah,
here.
definitely we're going to see this purchased, I bet. I think that's what's going to happen.
Absolutely gonna happen.
Yep. And there it is,
Boom.
yeah.
Tower Spawn 2 gonna make things even worse for OFE here. And it looks like we're gonna see a attempted flash possess with the protection behind it. Although at the most he could just stone a wing. Like he can't, or he could stone the other Medusa, that works too. It looks like OFE is gonna try to snipe it. We know that's not gonna work. If anything, he should poison pool. Poison pool.
Yeah,
would be
I think
perfect.
Poison Pool would be good because that's... Poison Pool's
Poison
always
Pool right
frustrating
now.
to deal
Like,
with.
Actually, I
Elemental.
will wait until the Tower Spawn 2 is close to coming out to Poison Pool.
Now, one thing I learned that's very interesting with Elemental SO7 is, you notice that, like, Shadow's progressively making as Cycloids. The reason for that is because every Cycloid you make is -1, I like that possess, is -1 pop. So if you make trees, you have positive pop, like you're punished to make a tree. But you actually have less population when you make a Cycloid.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the Cycloid span creates a massive army follow-up here. This is going to be devastating against these wings if OFE is not careful. Here
Seeing
it
a
comes.
huge attack
Huge
here.
rush. Uh-oh. OFE's not pulling out. Why is he not retreating? Oh, no.
Oh, he's gonna eat these,
Absolutely gonna eat
tornadoes.
these tornadoes.
Oh, that hit every single one.
Not all of them. Bro, if Shadow had a fire water underneath that rush, that would have been it. These Cyclones are still going to here. Having another wing.
Dude, there's a lot of melee
wings are
power.
fast, but Cycloids really give them a run for their money. Now here comes the V with the possess. Gonna reduce the wing count even further here.
GG.
Went from 6 to like 7 wings to 3.
Dang, okay. Yeah, that was a solid, that was solid from Shadow. I really...
That was a dominant game from Shadow.
You know, it was really well balanced how he did it. Like, the way that he opened with the tree and the airs, and then he kind of, like, did some really good maneuvers in there, with, like, the protect on the V. Yeah, that was really solid from from Shadow. And I felt like Ophi really needed to... Honestly, more wings. Although the Medusas didn't do him a lot of good that game, really.
Yeah, Marrows would have been better.
Yeah, I think if he had just, like, a couple of Marrows and more wings, it would have been a different story.
Because Shadow, like, I'm sure Shadow knew that, he knew that, you know, he already had the counterplay for the Medusas in place with the protection. And like I said, like, you reaping a V would be way better because Reap, the range is bigger than Possess. So even if the V possesses, the Reap is already in queue, it's already being casted, so you're guaranteed to hit there.
Yeah. Yeah, and then also, I mean, it's not like the Medusa's a waste or anything, but I don't know. I mean, I played literally, like, dozens and dozens of EVCs with 75G, and we just have moved, like, anytime he makes a Medusa, it's just easier for me to handle.
Yeah, with the Medusa, you have to pick a secondary high value target that isn't the V. So like, oh my god, look at this though.
Yeah, what is going on with these cat kills right now? What?
This stunlock this is devastating. Like,
like Ophi's just getting absolutely destroyed to freaking stunlock. How do you do that? How do you do that?
yeah, like he's trying to rush
Dag
this,
on,
but he
yeah.
just can't. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if Swordwrath trained in 4 seconds and had stun with every attack,
Like,
Order would
What?
be nightmarish. Like, look at this. He can't even really rush them. Like, look, he's gonna try it now, breaking up the stun lock by sending in all the crawlers at once, but now he's gonna isolate one, but it is gonna escape thanks to its speed. Okay, this is looking... Okay, this is good for OFE. He's broken the Earths apart. Now he's got the bomber follow-up. A very good move there. All right. So now OFE saying, bitch, I'm chaos. Like, you would not...
Yeah, this is kind of dropping off. Like, I will say one thing, like, about Shadow's play style is the heavy Earth to mid. I don't like that in the early game. I don't think it's ever worth doing, essentially.
I don't know, because, like, the follow-up into the air is pretty crazy. And I feel like the tower control helped out with that.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, for sure, like, it's a tower, you know, he's playing it well. Like, he's playing it well.
Yeah, look at that. OFE's like, now he has to get mana, like, now. Like, having to air this early, and you have no wing right away. But he does have bombers. We can't forget... Oh, that's a mistake. But Shadow didn't capitalize on it.
Yeah. This is when, like, the air micro is really weird, dude. Like, air micro is it's something I've been figuring out, and it's freaking finicky. Like, you have to...
mind games.
Yeah,
it's a lot of mind games.
And you have to, like, know when to move, when to touch your airs and when to not touch them. Because it, like, you have to, like, control them at just the right time, or else you'll interrupt their attack cycle and screw everything up.
Man, I feel like this is even worse. But however,
okay, cat upgrades.
If you can try cat upgrades.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, the tree. I feel like this tree came out even faster than last time. Like, he didn't get as many airs this time, but he got the. But then there's a third air already. Like, the frequency of how fast he's getting this army is ludicrous, and he's even forcing bombers to. I don't even know. Maybe that was intentional.
Yeah, I kind of felt like that was a misplay.
Like,
there was no reason to blow up the bombers there.
Yeah, if he just microed his units, there was no need to do that. And I don't know, maybe Shadow will pick up on the fact that OFE's rushing cat upgrades right now. But it looks like he's just going for damage. I hope that's damage, because speed... What's speed gonna do here against airs? You need the damage output.
Okay, so... Yeah, he needs mentality. I think that he, like, forgot to buy it and didn't have the mana or something.
Well, here we go.
Alright, now we see the one-shots.
But the wings are... Oh, yeah, the wings are gone. The wings are gone here. I don't know.
Dang, bro, that's wild.
Like, you gotta commit to killing the tree, and then you have to leave. There you go, leave.
Dang.
So,
I mean, that was worth for Shadow.
A decent amount of cats, but he also lost 2 wings. And I think Shadow even realized that there's nothing stopping these airs, and he's just going to send them in and shut down the second row. Or not. He's going to back up. I mean, no. You're not going to accomplish anything with one bomber. Oh, man. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. This is GG already.
Yeah.
Losing 3 wings like that was brutal. You were not going to recover from that as quickly. Yeah, 1 wing against like 5 airs. He's going to send a double bomber here and, you know, get a little bit of value from it. But I feel like you should have been rated it manually.
I like that, yeah.
The
water just negates it, yeah.
Wow, the water just said, no. No. And the fire is actually genius, because he can just G-kite the bombers.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is really bad for OFE.
Okay, now he does opt to go
has
with
a marrow, but
the
like,
marrow,
there's no high-value targets here except maybe fires and airs. You should not be sending these wings in like this. Shadow not going to rush behind the tower spawn with a rather interesting decision. Oh, this
literally
tower
ran
spawn 2 timing.
Oh my gosh, already? What the frick?
6
minute tower spawn 2? What the heck?
6 minute tower spawn 2.
What?
What is this game right now?
What kind of economy is that, dog? Holy
This
moly.
is where you need a Medusa, man.
If he cranks out the tower spawn 2 for 7 minutes, he's good.
Absolutely.
Like, he has no shot.
If he can't stop this right now. His army is not strong enough for this.
No. I think we're gonna see a death blow.
7-minute tower spawn 2 with the cyclone protection on top of it. That's gonna be brutal.
Holy crap, we're about to see it happen right now. Sub 7-minute tower spawn 2 attack at 67 pop. That's nasty.
Dude, like even with the tower, that's a good reap in the cycloid. There you go, he kills it. And then there's another one. And there's another one. And that's getting protected behind the tower spawn.
Oh, the wings are doing the wave. Everybody do the wave.
And that health fist just hits oxygen. I can't believe it. The tower's gone. They got annihilated. And he's still the tornado. He's gonna get another one there. Or no, he's not.
I feel like a blast would be a killer.
Look how many miners died. Now he's gonna try to glitch out the fires? No. Pretty sure that's illegal.
Oh, what? Going over the fires?
Yeah.
No, it's legal. It's legal.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, that whole exploit is became legal now. Like, you can do that.
That's interesting. I remember past tournaments.
Oh!
I think it was an ace player tournament. The maximum in a mortar tournament where somebody did that and it was viewed as illegal, but the game was already kind of over anyway.
So, for a time, it was illegal, but in the last 3 or 4 years or whatever, it ended up being unbanned. So, yeah, it's legal now.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I suppose it's fair because, like, it is still a risk trying to do that.
So, we could do Heliodin versus God of Balzagoth, but do we want to do that right? We might save that maybe for later. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Thanks, babe. Oh, just my mic. Love you. So, let's do the G versus best friend as a 7. Does that sound good?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay. I gotta find it in here. Okay. Okay. So the G versus the best friend. So this was after their last sets. So they have been there. This is currently in winner's bracket.
And it's EVC.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if the G opts to do the same thing as Shadow did. No, he didn't. I can already tell he didn't. Yeah, those are the two Earths he's committing to full eco. I question the decision to hit the crawler and then do that, like do the hit and run with the Earth when it's gonna get forced off the tower anyway. And the crawler's just gonna regenerate. It's an interesting decision. Yeah, there's the castle there, so I'm just gonna shut that down. However, I feel like best friend is definitely gonna go for the bomber eco rush. I feel like that's something he would do.
I can see it. I can see it. So this start that the G's doing right here, I think, is freaking one of the best things that Elemental can do.
Like the optimal strat to do?
I think it is like top number one or top 3 optimal strats with elemental. So basically, you kind of delay tower a little bit. Actually, you don't even have to delay tower. You just go all economy, and then just freaking make the castle lair once you start to get pressured into fast. And like what he's doing right here, he's going into the fast miner hustle, so you can't really bomb harass.
You know what? Now that I think about it, it actually makes sense because with how fast Earth's trained,
Yeah,
even if you don't have tower,
you can saturate
absolutely insane eco.
Yeah, I mean, you can basically get all the eco you need at 2 minutes. So by the time that before you have to even deal with the first mid-game unit from Chaos, you can have a full decked out economy. It's really strong.
This is crazy how fast he's getting this out.
Yeah, so, and for reference in the games with Shadow, I like Shadow's strategy, but I think it's the reason that makes it less as good is at this point in the game, Shadow had had like 8 miners and 1 air. So, and I just think that this is just stronger.
So we're going to see the crawler upgrades from Best Friend, probably as a back pocket solution in case the G tries to go for trees or anything, but we're not going to be seeing that here. But at the same time, Best Friend's been getting his economy pretty powerful as well, but like the timing is ridiculous.
This is why the upgrades though are really good. Those we got the quick V from the G, and the upgrades are going to shut this down.
Oh, absolutely!
The upgrades are my biggest struggle against. Like I'm getting really good versus in my EVC, but dude, the upgrades are just vicious to deal with.
So yeah, that's a good move from Best Friend going for that counterplay.
Yeah. For sure. This is really solid macro from the Best Friend as a whole, though. I'm going to say this is looking pretty powerful for... Both players are doing good right now.
Yeah, and the G going for those upgraded clones. So we'll have upgraded clones against upgraded crawlers, but the crawler count is big enough to where those clones are not going to do much.
No, not really. At this point, even with that much, if you cast a Protect on the V, you still don't have very long before the V just can't survive.
He's just going to go for it here, but we know he was going to go for the teleport. Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah, Best Friend, you have to be careful. The G has a fire. That could have been a really bad Scorch. Got some damage output, though. Not too bad. That really was a risky move. Okay. I saw the fire, and I just got worried.
Yeah. yeah, you got to watch that blast, man.
Right,
Daggone, but this looks really good for Best Friend. Honestly, I like this right now.
Yeah. Stable crawler count still, and the wing count is looking really strong. All he needs now is the double turrets near the tower. But
yeah, that would be strong.
More on eco first, which makes sense.
Yeah, the G definitely is holding that water and the fire there in the event that he needs to pull the blast out. Like, he's ready to do it if need be.
Yeah, but at the same time, the G kind of struggling to find out when's the right time to move in. And that's because Best Friend has a strong enough wing stack to where those G kites are going to start doing a lot of damage.
Okay, there's our turret.
And then when you think of high-value targets for the Vs, their only option are wings, which the crawlers can deal with. So I feel like, yeah, the G has to keep a Scorch on Q. So in case the crawlers rush a V that's possessing, and then the Scorch, I think like the presence of the fire would just keep them away. Or the Best Friend could even just bait the Scorch and then rush back in and keep targeting the Vs.
Yeah, I would say at this point that aggression is probably going to help the Best Friend.
Yeah, because like he really doesn't have any high value targets for the G to take. Like no spellcaster, not a single spellcaster on the field. And like I said, the best bet would just be, okay, never mind, there's a Medusa.
Yeah.
But then when you think about that, the only thing it can stone is a tower or a wing. And I feel like Best Friend is going to be smart enough to keep his wings out of a dangerous situation, like getting hit with like a tornado follow-up.
You know what? I like that Best Friend doesn't have Poison Pool right now. I think Poison Pool
that he doesn't have it?
Yeah, I think it could be used against him in the event of a possess. I actually like that play.
That's actually a really smart point. I didn't even think about that. Because he can snatch a Medusa and Poison Pool instantly as opposed to trying to queue up a stone.
Yeah.
Things are going to get very wild here. These armies are really powerful. It's going to come down to who has the better micro and the strategic thinking.
Yeah, so we basically got
like the G
two maxed out armies
go for the rush. He's sending that Chirag out pretty far. It's going to eat a lot of damage before it gets protected. Or he's going to ignore protecting it entirely and just go for the wings. But like I said, this is what Best Friend is good at.
Oh my word!
My gosh!
What?
No!
No way!
What is this? He just... What am I witnessing right now?
Holy crap!
He just wiped out
What?
Oh my God! All of them!
Oh my gosh, dude! I just saw like 40 population of chaos just get absolutely eaten alive. What the heck did I just see? And he hardly lost anything.
He played that good. He backed up at the right time. It's just that Cycloids are fucking ridiculous, I guess.
Holy moly, dude! The G just ate that army alive. And he didn't. I thought he only connected with like 2 of the tornadoes. But holy crap, dude! 4 Cycloids is it deadlier than what I freaking remember.
Not believe it.
That
was...
you know, and I felt like I really felt like Best Friend was doing like everything right, like so many things right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. He did. But Cycloids just, man, that
was nasty, dog. That was nasty.
That was absolutely disgusting. Like,
yeah.
I actually just feel terrible.
Yeah, like it was so disgusting. It was almost a little bit of a letdown. Like he just walked in and just ruffle stomped his army.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think, and I would say like he could have split the wings, but I think he just would have been picked apart if he had split the wings.
Yeah. Like, I feel like with 4 Cycloids, the only option is just take everybody and run. And that was not enough, even with the speed of the wings. Which, now that I think about it, I don't know. Maybe if there was one Marokai to just throw out a Reap. But then again,
yeah,
it wouldn't matter.
You know, that's one thing I would have probably done different is I would have maybe a couple wings less, a couple more spellcasters, I think would help out, you know?
Yeah, because, like, a Marrow or 2 would kind of like interrupt the tornado chain, but at the same time, if you Reap while you're rushing the wings anyway, then by the time the Reap fades, you're still in position.
Yeah, you're still gonna land on top of the wings. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is weird though. This is freaking CVE, and Best Friend is E, and the G is C. Also, and we had a air star, and he's attacking the economy at a minute 30. What the frick's going on right now?
He's not going to kill that. He animation canceled. He's not going to kill that.
No. Wait, and a wing at minute 30? What is this? What is this macro from both players?
No Castle Dead from the G. He said, "Fuck that. Give me the Eclipse."
He said, I'll just take a wing, you know? I'll take a sub 130 wing. That's all right. He had to queue that thing at like 1 minute, dude. He had a 5 minor wing queue. That's wild.
But there's 2 airs now. But the bomber is still a pretty big threat. Honestly, just multiple bombers behind that wing is very effective. I feel like.
Yeah, that's one really frustrating thing to deal with. Is like even if you have the airs to deal with the wings, a couple of bombs will completely negate that. Like the value of bombs of a 75 freaking gold unit.
Yeah, go for it. Yep, 4 kite with the wing too. Or actually, no, don't do that. Just focus on that. Oh no. Yeah, he's not gonna get it now.
Oh dear.
But he's just seeing the Eclipser at that wing or that air, but he didn't do it.
Yeah, this lives though. That lives.
Yeah, it does.
Barely.
Still insane how that almost got it. Okay, now the genie sleeve. The genie sleeve.
Okay, yeah, he's about to lose that.
Try to commit for the
oh my word, he just
he actually gets it.
No way.
Okay, never mind. That was a good movement. The crawlers are gonna get that minor pick too.
That was like a clutch freaking sniper wing.
That was such a risky move, but it paid off. And now this is where you want to have your second wing. I feel like.
Yeah. So the G agrees with you. He's got one in the queue right now. But you know what's interesting though? Even after all that, the Best Friend still has higher population.
Yeah, he does against Chaos.
Yeah, I think the early wing like really hurt the G. You know, like that's hard on the macro.
And you would think it would hurt Best Friend more because like you're sacrificing eco for that. But I don't know. He got tower control early, so maybe that helped pay it off. Or it could just be the fact that 4-second Earths exist.
Okay, best friend
This
gonna
is where
go
the G
into
kind
the
of has to be
B.
careful because 4 airs, right? So he can choose to like quickly snipe a wing and then run. However, if the G gets enough bombers, he can like punish that. Like, you want to commit to killing this? Well, guess what? Goodbye airs, because I bomb all your airs and kill them in one shot.
Okay, now this is not good for the G. This is bad.
Yeah, there's no counter play for this B. And he's gonna throw the bombers at... Oh shit! What was? There had to be a ping spike there.
There might have been. There
had to be a ping spike there.
Oh my word! He moved the freaking
He's gonna
air.
kill that. He's gonna kill that. Now he needs to back up before the possesses off cooldown.
I do see some ping plays, like poor ping, like signs of bad ping in this game right now.
Absolutely had to be a ping spike. Yeah, I'm calling it. That was a ping spike 100%. Yeah, like the G definitely had a manual detonation queued, and he probably queued it, but it didn't kick in right away. Oh, okay, there you go. You got that. I was gonna say those wings didn't kill that clone.
Oh, double V. Okay. Yeah. Now he's
yeah,
got
this is
big
actually
problems,
really
yeah.
bad. Yeah, he's got nothing. Look, he's got a Marokai on the way. And yeah, he's basically forced to kill his own. Oh, no, man.
Yeah, this is GG.
Yikes. That's a yikes. That's a huge yikes. And on top of that, we got the clone upgrade kicking in. Like, the Marrow's here, but I feel like it's too late. He's going to go for the Reap. Does he have health as follow-up is the question. If he does, he needs to throw it out. No, he doesn't have it. And
dang, this is brutal, man.
And they just murked that Marokai out of existence.
Yeah. Yeah, that Marokai just got freaking clapped, dude. He's gone. Okay, you know, like I saw a little bit of ping, like questionable ping stuff happening there, but that was definitely decisively well done by best friend. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, then game 3 then.
It's still making me think about the previous game with the 4 cycloids rushing those wings, and it's making me wonder, like, if there was a tweak done to the Marokai where you pay a big chunk of mana, right? But then you can choose to pull a unit towards you or send it away from you with Reap.
Well, you know, I think the last thing we need in the world right now is a Marrow buff. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I don't even know why the hell I suggested.
Yeah.
I know for a fact that 75G just started salivating when he heard that.
Yeah, 75G's freaking in the chat right now, freaking, yeah, salivating over that one.
Yeah, he's like saying, fuck yeah, implement that shit.
We don't need that. We do not need that. Trust me, if we find a way to consistently beat Chaos, like, let's just keep that for a while, because I got 5 years of freaking OVC trauma to make up for, buddy.
Yeah, 75, you didn't hear anything from me.
Don't even get any ideas. Yeah. Tell us a 7 to keep going. I'm drilling at the sound of that, he said.
Nah. You want me to keep going, that'll cost you $15,000 PayPal.
I'm sorry, dude, but if I get raped and I see my archer just run back to my garrison, I'm just gonna press P and surrender and never open stick empires again. Like...
Alright, we got this eco rush coming in, and early crawler upgrades from the G, and best friend being forced to castle there. However, it'll be interesting to see if he decides to stay despite that. No, he's gonna leave. Yeah, two Earths in a castle that you don't want to be in the base from that.
Yeah. But only one cat, like, basically... Only losing one cat is pretty acceptable. Like,
that's pretty damn good for killing a miner and forcing a castle there play.
Yeah, he killed a miner. I didn't realize that he did that.
He did. He got a miner.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's definitely
Best Friend's is gonna go into full eco here. We know how fast he's gonna be able to get to second row.
Now I will say, like, the G's about to finish upgrades, so pack mentality is about done, and he doesn't. Best Friend does not even have miner hustle in the queue, so he's about to get freaking stomped.
He does have an air though, but it looks like this is gonna be bad. Yeah. I think best friend knows the G has upgrades.
Yep.
He can get 2 minors here. Absolutely get 2 minors. And now they're gonna just leave. And now the best friend's gonna try to forward kite the crawlers with the air. And I feel like forward kiting isn't really something airs are good at.
You can. It's not like amazing, but you can.
Do that.
Yeah.
You can do that in EVO against Archer Stud. It's actually really effective.
Oh, don't get the weak one.
He got it. Oh no, he didn't.
Oh, he still gets that one because he's got the double air. So the G got damaged, but you know, that wasn't like game breaking damage.
Yeah, it wasn't. And in fact, the double air response from best friend was actually a pretty good way to kind of prevent another eco rush like that. Double air play on top of Castle Air? Yeah, you're not going to see the crawlers trying that again. We are going to see this rush from the 2 airs with the bomber, and it looks like best friend opting to snipe the bomber and try to
split more.
However,
come back.
Oh,
Wait a second, is it gonna die?
The burn damage kill that.
Okay, that one lives.
That one lives. That could have been crazy if he got both.
If he had split a little more, he split, but he didn't split enough to actually like stop both the airs getting hit.
Yeah. That would have been 800 gold gone if the G had pulled that off. We're gonna see a rush on the second row here. The G, our best friend. What's the plan here? He's starting to float a little bit. No minor hustle yet. I think he just wants to focus on full army right now, going for some upgrades here. So we may see a Cycloid V follow-up, is my guess. We got the Marokai already out from the G. That's a really good move. But he would kind of have to pick and choose his target if best friend decides to go for a Cycloid and a V. You kind of have to pick which one you want. But second Marokai, you can get both. Hey. Oh, what? Oh, hold on. Best friend, or sorry, the G going for a rush here. Now he needs to reap that Cycloid. There you go. However, these crawlers are gonna die. Elfist the airs.
Oh, dang.
Elfist the airs. He can help with the airs right now.
Wait, what's he doing? No, he doesn't have it. He can't.
And he can't reap
and he
it.
interrupts it before the reap. Okay, but he still gets a reap off.
But he didn't reap the water with the second one. I mean, sure, he's going to kill the Cycloid, but he's going to lose the Marokai too. However, he can reap an air.
Yeah, he's going to get an air.
Yep,
for sure.
there you go. Yep, perfect.
Ooh.
Good move. And he's going to get a minor kill here. And, wow.
Okay, this is solid pressure from the G.
This actually is. Another Cycloid coming in, though. He needs to wait to reap. Reap it here. Yep, there you go. But see, like, the Cycloid's already rushing the wings. Never mind, he's going to make it leave.
Okay, clean disengage there. Somehow that Earth is alive.
And see, like I was talking about earlier, having bombers like consistently be a thing in this
Yeah,
matchup,
like this is just so frustrating to deal with. Alright, good tornado. Really good tornado. This could be a big attack.
Hellfist.
Okay, huge. This is huge. He's killing a ton of wings right now. He still doesn't have
Hellfist. The bombers are just now showing up. Why do they all blow up on Earth?
No. Alright, that was a very good attack from Best Friend. He just gained a lot of ground back.
He absolutely did. The G needs to be very careful with his moves here. This game could easily fall apart for him. Like, he has to pick one of those Cyclones.
Yeah, don't go into the towers. I would not suggest attacking at this point. I think Best Friend needs to chill out. Like, he needs to establish tower a little bit, get some more units out. Because other than the Cycloids, he doesn't have a whole lot going on right now. I mean, if he made a V, he'd have, like, nothing on the map else other than the 2 Cycloids.
That is true. So
the G is basically saying, okay, you know what? You get center. Like, it's yours. Like, I'm gonna make my towers. I'm gonna chill here. You can't really touch me. This is like when you're a kid and like when you're on the couch. You know, it's like your safe zone. And nobody can touch you there. It's like your safe zone. You know.
Yeah, and that's absolutely what he needs right now.
Yeah. He's like, you can't get me here.
Now, see, this is what I like from the G. He has a Medusa, but he has Meros to back it up, and that's what's important.
I think this is a strong match.
How did that hit all of them?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so there's a stone that kicked in there. Now you need a double reap. Yep. Reap that other one. Reap that other one. Perfect. There we go.
Yeah.
So
you know that was not so good for best friend.
Best friend got some value, but the G did not let him walk away from that completely untouched, and that's exactly what he needed to do.
Okay, the Chorog isn't gonna get a lot of distance right here.
I think the Chirag is pointless. It's just gonna get.
It's gonna get murked pretty hard.
I think the G has poison pull, so poison pull right now would be perfect.
Yeah, you called it. You called it. Yeah. Yeah. Now that's like
there is a timer limit for these tournaments, right?
It's 20. It's been up to 20 minutes now.
So plenty of time. So like,
yeah, basically you don't hit that anymore. But the main reason we had that for a while was because any replays past 13 minutes weren't saving, and since the update, replays save a lot more reliably now, so we can have longer games.
That's good. It's not good though with the lack of G kiting here. That Medusa's gonna die. However, I see those poison units, so best friend's gonna be forced to cure with the water here.
Yeah, he has to use that water right now before those ones die.
And yep, that prevents a V, so you know it's worth it.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot. He doesn't have enough to deal with this. I think that the G can stomp on us.
Yeah, look at the wing count got really strong out of nowhere. I feel like. However, you know what Cycloids can do in this game, so.
Yeah, but what Cycloids? I mean, we've got a couple that he needs like 3 right now.
Yeah. I like these Meros are doing really good. He can reap that other one. This is good. Yeah, just kill that. Perfect.
Really clean engagements from the G.
Yeah, this economic pressure is starting to work out very well here. Yeah. All right, now we can stone. He can stone it. He can stone him Cycloid here. That tornado.
Did nothing.
I guess best friend thought the G was going to keep retreating, so he threw that tornado out, but he got no value from it.
Man, this is surgical from the G. I'm really impressed with this.
It is. It's working out very well. Like, notice how he's forcing best friend to make nothing but cyclones. He can't go for any V's right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and then he's just going to kind of overcome.
Yeah, tower spawn follow-up.
Yep.
What a strong comeback from the G there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I will say, dude, so the best friend was a defending champion from last year, and you can see it coming through. I mean, the best friend really did well. Like, that was well played from him. I got to give it to him. That was well done. Yeah. So, that kind of... Okay. I think I'm going to take a 5 real quick, SO7. Get up and walk around for just a second, and then I will be back, okay?
I was actually about to sign off because I am getting hungry and I have to cook what I want to eat.
Okay, alright, yeah, that's fine. Or do you think you'll be back on later?
Yeah, I think I can try to do it. If not, I'm sure we can plan another time before the update drops.
I'm gonna just finish it out tonight if I'm feeling up.
Or you know what? If the G is free, I'm sure we can commentate with you, and if I come back, if I do come back, it'll probably just be to spectate.
Okay, all right. Well, just hit me
available. I don't know if he is.
I'm gonna try to just probably fly solo on it for a while and finish it out. And if you just come by later and want to hop in, just hit me up.
All right, cool deal.
So, okay, all right, thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Yep, same.
All right, yep, peace. Yeah, SO7's the GOAT, bro. He's the GOAT. So I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break. Maybe 5-10 minutes. I'm gonna get up, walk around, rest my eyes for a minute. And you're gonna hear a word from our sponsor, JK Raffle. I have no sponsor. And then I think when we come back, we might do a little bit of Surethan replay casting. I don't know. Maybe go over a little bit of Surethan games. Probably not. I'm kind of trying to remember what I cast already in my live stream that I did before and what I haven't. I don't think I've done Shadow versus Vacuum Fairy. I don't think I've done yeah. We're gonna take a little break though, and then I'll be back.
With USAA Safe Pilot, I can save when I road trip safely.
Or with USAA Safe Pilot Miles, I can save when I staycation.
Yeah, with Safe Pilot, you can save when you drive.
Or with Safe Pilot Miles, you can save when you don't.
The AI Toolkit is live on Artlist. Every leading AI tool you need for video creation is now organized for you.
Can you teach me?
All that's missing is your story. Get all the latest image, video, and voiceover models in one clean experience so you can focus on what really matters, telling your story. Go to Artlist and start creating without limits.
Welcome to Wix Harmony. Take the speed of AI and pixel level control to go from words into a full website that's entirely yours to shape. Need a new page, section, or a restyle?
Okay. I'm back. See you later, Diz. You gotta check 75's DM. I don't think I want to veer off of the tournament games just yet, because I want my priority to get through the tournament games, because I've been putting this off for a really long time, and I just want to make sure that all those VODs are done. So intermissions might happen later. So it's just me. The tea kettle was screaming. So, my dilemma right now is remembering what replays I did and which ones I didn't do. So I did Shadow vs. Arturos. Frick, I don't remember. Okay. Shadow versus Vacuum Fairy. I don't think that one's happened yet. And then Arturos versus Yuma, I also don't think has happened yet. Yeah. Honestly, I think really much the only ones we did was like Ophi later in the tournament. Arturos versus Shadow did happen. Okay. Alright, sorry about the delay, guys. I know this is kind of boring. So we've seen Shadow versus Arturos. I think that was the really good set that everybody really enjoyed. That one I thought about recasting because I think my mic died for that one. Which is, you guys can probably tell in the stream, this is a common theme of my microphone not working.
If I do come...
I'm dropping out. Okay, so what we're gonna do then is we're gonna do Shadow versus Fairy. That one I'm positive we have not seen. I'm having a hard time finding it. Let's see what it is here. I don't know where the frick it is. Shadow versus Factory Fury, I gotta pull it up. I don't actually know if it got posted. It should have. I don't know if that got posted. I'm being for real right now. I don't. Shadow versus Factory Fury. I don't know if we have that one anywhere, dog. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to post that in order for the tournament to continue. In fact, I don't think I see any Factory Fury's replays from the tournament. So that's kind of gay. I wonder how that crap happened, man. Ruffer said, don't do my replays. Okay, well, while you guys are just waiting, we're just gonna watch our random live replay. While I am looking for a replay, I'm just gonna pull this up. So yeah, I don't see any of Factory Fury's replays. Unless he's R and R, which I don't think he is. Thanks, honey. Thank you. Or unless he's... Oh, okay, he's under a different name. Alright, I'm sorry, guys. His stuff is difficult to figure out, like, 3 months after the tournament. So his name is Noxar in Discord. So I have them right here. Got it. Thanks, baby. Mwah. Okay, so this is Vacuum Fairy versus Shadow. Nobody had been sent to loser's bracket at this point. This is EVE. So, thus far in the tournament, for a little bit of context for everybody, we've seen almost no order. Like none. Now, I have been kind of cherry picking some of the better players out. I'm drinking tea right now. I've been kind of cherry picking what games I want to play, you know, so there is order. But we've been seeing Elemental and Chaos. That's been this tournament, is legit like Elemental and Chaos. But, you know, that's better than CVC. It really is. I'll just be honest. So, Earth Start from both players. Earth Start's pretty common start in the EVE scene. I prefer Fire Start. I think Fire Start rules. Fire Start will guarantee tower. So Vacuum Fairy has to be doing something better because he's 1 Earth ahead. If I'm looking at the pop of 20 to 18, I don't know what. Maybe oh, Dead Earth. Okay, Dead Earth. He just killed an Earth. So yeah, Vacuum Fairy's just winning. Oh my gosh, Vacuum Fairy's gonna kill another freaking Earth. Dude. I mean, Vacuum Fairy's kind of the GOAT at EVE. Holy crap, he's going to kill another. This is not a good start for Shadow right now. This is another reason why I like the Fire Start with Elemental, is because, like, who wants to micro this? Like, does this look appealing to anybody? Have we seen any order? We have not seen a single game of order so far in this tournament. We have now seen the first non-Earth unit come out. So Vacuum Fairy coming in with the air. Shadow is respawning. So far the playing field is pretty even across the board, with Vacuum Fairy being ahead a few Earths right now. And Shadow is going to have to pull back because the reinforcing air is here, which he responds to in time, and he pulls back. Vacuum Fairy now backing this up with the... I just feel like Vacuum Fairy is so ahead right now. Like, I really feel like he's just played everything up to this point, like, better. He has more stuff, more economy. I don't know, I just kind of felt like Shadow wasn't really microing center real well, and I feel like that difference is starting to take off real bad. Okay, a tree, which is an interesting decision. And then the V. I don't know what that V is supposed to do. Die. Like, if he had... Yeah, I don't like quick Vs in EVE. I do not. I know it feels like the right thing to do, and like everybody's seen some YouTube video of like Vacuum Fairy absolutely destroy some scrub on rank with a V star in EVE, but like I don't think it's good. Yeah. So that was pretty fast. Yeah, that was pretty quick. It was just a dominant game from Vacuum Fairy. Just mechanically, he was really sound that game, and I really just think it went wrong in the Earths in the beginning, you know? I think Shadow just kind of... Wait, this isn't the same game, is it? This is like the same everything. Let me make sure I didn't do this wrong here. Oh my gosh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so this is game 1. Okay, and then this is game 2. So I think, yeah, it's literally just the same stuff. This is an EVE. What is it? Well, hold on a second. What's going on here? What is this? What is this? That's not even like a minor split that he tried to do and then failed. Like, he just didn't minor split. He said something, but I do not, no hablo. No hablo. Okay, so we have the staring contest now. We see two Earths aggressively staring at each other. We have intense gameplay. Oh my goodness. Vacuum Fury going in with the Earth. Oh my word. This is so intense. Like, I can't breathe. I mean, he's running in circles so well. The first contact has been made at 1 minute and 3 seconds. Vacuum Fury, his Earth with the military hat, said, nope, I'm out. See you later. And we're back to more aggressive Earth staring. Again, Vacuum Fury's ahead. We don't know why, but whatever he's doing, he's just doing it better because he has 3 more pop. Everybody did everything literally the same way. Actually, I take it back. It's because he's got a fire. I didn't see that. So Vacuum Fury said, you have a fire. Vacuum Fury knows what to do. Put water on fire. That's how you deal with fire, buddy. Water. Shadow's going to retreat at a good time, though. There's a big conversation going on right now. I do know what that means. Good spacing, good plays from Shadow. Okay. Yup. Okay. Yup. So Vacuum Fury opting to tech into the V. I like the Earths. I'm a big fan of that. I think Earth spam and EVE is pretty good. They're really, really easy to get out. Earths are so free to make, dude. So Shadow's going to respond with tagging into the V as well. I think that... I'm not sure what to think, honestly. About to hit 4 minutes and no minor hustle from Vacuum Fury. Really identical macros here. Again, everybody's doing the same thing, but Vacuum Fury is just a little ahead. Vacuum Fury has coined the elemental gameplay, bro. He freaking showed people that Ellie had viability to it. You know, he's won this race. We have Tornado being researched at the same time. Everything is just kind of a standoff right now. Old-fashioned Western standoff. tell you, Fairy not worried about a big economy. No hustle, no... I mean, this is bare minimum amount of miners. To be honest, neither is Shadow. I mean, he's not even on second row. Oh, attack time. Whoa! Yo, that Scorpling just got shot out of that tree at like Mach 7. Did you see that? Bro, Puppy got some air. What? Oh, and that dude just went for a little joyride. That was funny. He was like, woo! Yeah, EVE late game can get so freaking glitchy. I mean, the most wild things will happen. In late game EVE, like, I'm surprised that the replay has an OS at this point. Okay, so Shadow's gonna attack. Shadow's going in. He's gonna see if we can do some damage here. Really nice. Tornado negated by water. Okay, alright. A possessed feet factor possesses Shadow's feet. I don't know where he just teleported to nowhere. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what just happened. I don't know what's happening. All I know is that they both had a lot of stuff, and now only Fairy has no stuff. So Shadow is winning. That Electric has aimbot on that one water. Okay, and then Shadow possesses his V, so that I do know. So Fairy's just kind of cooked. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I have no flipping clue what just happened. But Shadow won. So, GG. The only thing that my brain could compute was I saw a tornado and then a water heal. And then after that, I saw a V get possessed and then teleport. And then after he teleported, I never saw him again. And then all of Fairy's units just got freaking, like, control F forward. So this is going to put us in game 3. So game 3 is going to be another EVE. Another EVE. Everything's the same. Literally everything is identical. Except the only difference is we're on gates. So we have a broken tree in the background here. Probably first of many broken trees we're going to see in this matchup. We have the intense, the heated staring match between the Earths here. As they gaze into each other's eyes, they even start to consider the meaning of life and Immorta, and I think this one's thinking about his loved one and all his loved ones back home, and Fairy's Earth is thinking about his boyfriend. Now this Earth creeps ever so slightly closer. Now he's just kind of giving him the side eye. You know what I mean? Like the, hey, that was you that like ate the last out of the Pringles can the other day, and you didn't say it, but I know it, and you know it, kind of look. All right. Boom. First contact of the game. So minute 30 or minute 40. Okay, all right. Air versus fire situation. The air wins this one. Well, no, I mean, not necessarily, actually. A blast? A blast? No way. Oh, dude. Oh, what the heck? How did he hit that fire? Oh, dude, this Earth is just going to town on all the other Earths, man. He's absolute massacre over here. I don't really know what Shadow's plan was. I almost feel like he would have just been better off with a blast, because he did not really get anywhere with that. So now Factory Fairy's just winning. He's ahead by 12 pop. Has center. But it's EVE, so anything could happen. You know? Anything from the game continuing for another 15 minutes to an OOS. Shadow comes in with the V. I like that. You know, a nice little play there. A little bit of damage, a little bit of... Now he kind of has nothing. I'm telling you, I just don't like Levy. I really do not. Yeah, so basically Shadow opened with the fire and then just kind of made a misplay. I really didn't like how he kind of went in with the water and the fire there. And then he lost the water and then he lost the fire, and then it was like, okay, now you're kind of screwed. And then he made the V, and I'm telling you, I don't really like the V play in that kind of situation. But GG. GGWP from everybody. That was fun. What will we film next? How about Arcturus versus Yuma? I think we saw that one already, actually. I think we did. Okay, so we saw some of these games, it looks like. So we'll go ahead and do our Arcturus versus Yuma, because I did cast one game, but there were 3 played, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the whole set. Okay, so Arturos versus Yuma. What up, Evil? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so this is a loser's bracket match. Both players have been sent into losers at this point, so basically whoever wins this set is gonna move up, and loser is just completely knocked out. It looks like we're dealing with a CVC here, sadly enough. So I can say I got a new CPU. It was a slight upgrade. I had a 2600, Ryzen 5 2600, and I upgraded to the Ryzen 5 5500. Which isn't like, it's not exactly like a freaking, you know, Hyundai to a Lamborghini. It's more kind of like a 4-cylinder to a 6-cylinder. I don't know, it's kind of a weird comparison. But, like, I can tell the replays are a lot smoother. Okay, good bomb from Arturos. Okay, yeah, this is a big pull ahead already from Arturos. Yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's like press P and surrender, like already. Dang, and then he just ate that. I think that's gonna die. Unless passive comes in clutch, which it does not. That cat is now a medium rare Japanese food. Right there. That's what that cat is. Dang! Bro, Yuma's taking all the wrong bombs today, man. So Arturos is going to tap into mana first. Yeah, welcome to the stream, Evil. Do you not believe Evil played in this tournament? That would have been fun to see. You know who I've been wanting to see play competitively? Is Hen. I've been wanting to see Hen show up. We haven't seen... You see Hen pop in on like, ranked? But, man, we don't really see him much in the Discord playing with the boys anymore. And he was good. I believe that he was the Impossible Four. If I remember. Hen has played many Stick Empire games. That dude has been around for a minute. So we have a very elongated tower hold for Arturos. So this is a pretty rough position for Yuma to be in, but it is comebackable. It's just kind of, he has to play the long game in order to make it happen. Arturos opting to go with the wings, which has kind of been unstandard for this tournament. We see Yuma going with the deads, which what we've been seeing more of recently. I feel like Arturos could go for, you know, pick off a miner here if he wanted to. Arturos also opting to go with the fast tower spawn, which I actually think that's a good decision right here. Noob accidentally purchasing Hellfists. Probably a misclick. Yep, misclick on the poison. So, man, I'll tell you what, Arturos is just going hard in the paint with the aggro right now. Yeah, gone. And then backing it up with the ghost. We're just seeing a very decisive game from Arturos. This is well played. Kind of seeing the shuffle of units here. Exploiter! And we got the accusations coming out. Okay. So we're going to put this puppy on fast forward because I think this game is just about over. Yeah, this is just an epic stall. Not gonna lie, he was just kind of milking this one. Nothing to really say here. Just Arcturus just really pulled ahead. And not only did he pull ahead in the beginning, but I also feel like he tapped into mana too late. Like, I think that you just gotta get units out earlier in CVE and CVC like that. I don't think that you can be that leisurely with your mid game guys. Sorry about that. We're back now. My bad. Sorry about that. We're back on now. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure where the last thing I said that you guys heard was, but you know, is it a stall play what Arturos is doing? Yeah, kinda. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is kind of stalling, but you know, there's nothing. It's not like it's 100% guaranteed loss, and in the tournament games, you gotta do your best. Like, you gotta try to make those comebacks happen. So we'll see how it goes. You know, that might be a dead kill right there, honestly. Not sure. Maybe? Maybe? Okay, alright. I like that, I like that. That's a good play. The clutch Merrick right there. This is good from Arturos. I like what I see. And you know, the population's even, and Arturos is making it happen. I appreciate it. I like what I'm seeing. Now, do I like 1,000 mana in the bank at 5 minutes? No. Are worried about it? Not at all. I'm sure it's part of the plan. I'm about to hit him with that Devil Mage strat. Actually, he is coming in with the Ninja. You know, which might be a viable play here. And the double Merrick, you know, that's gonna make that sword go a long way, especially only against 3-4 deads. Okay. Alright, it transitioned into a wing, which is kind of like a blind counter. It's kind of funny, because Arturos literally just got a ninja. In fact, I wonder if that was a misclick. It was not a misclick. He's just literally just blind counting. But I don't think it's gonna matter. That ninja's dead, and I think we might start to see the Order player deal with a little bit more pressure than what he can handle. He is spiritless, and now ninja-less. Okay. Cool. Okay, clean snipe, I like it. Alright, the reverse charge on the Merrick, a very good play from Yuna. 2 walls going up from Arturos to try to elongate that defense, but then the Merrick gets freaking murked through the wall. Gotta love it. I just love it when dead guts hit my units that are 2 feet behind a wall. Ooh, there is the Murkai. I think we're gonna see the final blow here. You know, this has been actually a pretty solid attempt for Arturos. I think he maybe would have got a little more mileage out of an earlier spear, but honestly, he probably still would have died easily. It's just really hard to make a comeback happen. Oh no, hold on, hold the phone, hold the phone. This is actually not good for Yuna. Oh my goodness. There's no way he can lose this game. There's no way. If Arturos wins this game, I will literally give him... I will put him in my will. And he's playing this well. Although, I don't know what's with the freaking 2,000 mana. Like, why? This is not necessary. Stop it. Get some help. Oh my goodness, he doesn't have Minor Hustle. What is this game? Why do we have 2,000 mana and no Minor Hustle at 8 minutes? What is happening? So now the Marikai are just wreaking havoc on Arturo's army. That was a little dirty shield bash he just did there. Okay, we're gonna see a Mara pick off here. That's good. So basically, after Arturos lost his first ninja, he was just like, you know, I'm just not gonna make any more after that. I think I'm okay. Nope, he does have one. Thank you. Oh, the archers! Oh, he's busy. Oh my word, he just E-walled the wings. Holy crap. And he's gonna poison one of them. Both of them. Okay, alright. Actually, a lot's happening right now. The mage is still alive. This is actually a really intense situation right now. Oh, he's gonna get health fisted. Oh man, he did lose the mage. But I think that Arturos has a huge possibility to make a comeback here. I think now is his chance to go forward. I think he sends everything, freaking kitchen sink, everything at him. And no turrets either. No turrets from Yuma. And 4 Merrics. Tag on, man. We have another mage and a giant in the queue right now for Arturos. So there is a lot of potential for him. This is a really impressive. I gotta give it to him. He's doing good. 8 health fist there. He didn't need to. And Yuma, you know, he's just making this. He's been just making the same units for 11 minutes now. Oh my word. He does not have Minor Hustle. Bruh. Minor Hustle would be a good thing. I would say, I would personally advocate for Minor Hustle before Giant Growth 1. Just gonna throw that out there. Holy freaking Merrics, dude. That's a lot of Merrics. Not only is that a lot of Merrics, but that's a lot of unsynced Merrics. Or synced Merrics, I guess. Right now we're seeing 5 Merrics do the work of 1. Not exactly my favorite thing to see. But, you know, he's got the wow factor. I gotta give it to him. It looks like Arturos has finally found a good use for all 2,000 of that mana. Oh man, he's eating a lot of health this. He's lost a lot of archers to health this game. Now he's gonna send everything. And he's just going all out. Okay. We got some 2 pretty pretty big armies going at each other right here. You know, I feel like Arturos right now is fighting the DPS game though. Like, I'm looking at the DPS and I don't know if Arturos has it. This is really close though. And I mean, all those Merrics, but he's got to keep him desync. He can't. Like, this right here is vital. I mean, as you can see the giant health as soon as he gets away from the Merrics, they're desync instantly dies. Like, the one thing that he really had going for him was the Merrics. So, but the Marikai and the Deads, I think, is just going to overwhelm here. Now we're seeing Yuma actually go into the base, start to take out miners here, actually pressing in, and the GG. That was a good game. That was a really good game. I was impressed with that. Gotta give it to Arturos. I really think Arturos had that one. But he couldn't keep his archer count up because he kept running into Hellfists. And I think in that last stretch there, had he had, you know, another 5 archers and kept those mercs desynced. And then there's one more thing. Okay, one more thing. He shouldn't have sent the Spiritans forward. Keep him in range of the mercs and keep him shield walled. I think he could have defended that. But Yuma did a really good job. He just kept making units and kept pressuring. It was like, it kind of looked like, you ever play like the insane Chaos AI? That's what that looked like. I'm not gonna lie. That's exactly what that looked like. So, the score is now 1-1. Which is going to mean that this next game is for match point. So this one... Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that. This one I did commentate live, and it was a long game. It was a very long game.
Giant to cover for Tower Spawn. Why get a second one? Why not just get Tower Spawn?
So I'm not going to do this game. The reason I'm not going to do this game is because I already did it, and it's like forever long. This game goes on for like 3 years. So to my audience that is live right now and is like, I want to see the third game, hold out for the VOD. I'm going to take the VOD that I did from the original live stream and I'm going to combine it with this, and I will upload this entire set. But I won't spoil it, but the third game goes on for like 5 years, and I want to get to some other replays. I just don't want to have to commentate something I already commentated. So, hopefully you guys can be understanding of that. So what are we going to do next? So at this point, I think we already did the best friend versus Ophi. I don't remember if that one happened or not. Yeah, the best friend versus Ophi never got commentated. I don't believe.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. He should. Why did he try to stone any?
Yeah, I don't think we saw that. Did we? Yeah, we never did. So we could do that one. So this is best friend versus Ophi, and we got a CVC. Big sad, big sad. So this is when I think we're really going to see Ophi kind of shine. If I had to predict this, I think that Ophi is going to be pretty dominant with the cat micro early on. Both players just furiously trying to micro those cats to the best of their ability. First bomb comes in. Detonates on one crawler, not worth it. Okay, everything just kind of exploded there. Not a good trade for either player, although he did keep the one crawler alive, so. This is actually pretty even. This is really high quality cat micro from both players right now. But I think that Ophi, it looks like Ophi's about to get it. No, okay. Daggone, best friend's about to get tower. And he just throws everything on that cat and says, nope, you're getting out of here. I want tower. But best friend is just going to be a nuisance and be like, you know, I think I'm going to run in circles here and be a bother. I really like it. Alright, he's going to lose that. Pushes like a little too far there. And Ophi's going to secure tower. So nothing has been severely one way or the other here, I don't think. Although best friend right now is currently having a macro crisis. We have 300 mana at 3 minutes. Oh my word. Oh dude, that pullback was really bad timing for Ophi there. Actually, I take it back. This is not a macro crisis. This is a calculated early Medusa. I bet you that's exactly what's about to happen. I bet that's exactly what we're going to see. Which I really like. It's hard to play that out. I often find it can put you in difficult positions, but I think it is powerful. Now, best friend needs to be careful, though, because he could lose this dead. I'm going to see an early tower spawn from Ophi. You know, I like Ophi's just kind of keeping the hammer on best friend. He's not letting him breathe. And that's kind of one of the problems you can run into with the early Medusa, is you kind of can create a little more vulnerability before that first Medusa comes out. And this is, I mean, CVC is kind of, this is where Ophi shines, you know? And so, he's just laying the hammer on him right now. We got 2 Juggernauts, or Juggernauts in. This is vicious. Forced out the stone already, but Ophi said, I don't care, I got tower spawn and I'm going to keep putting the hammer down. So game 1 goes to Ophi. It was very well played. I think Ophi did good with that. Okay. Alright, so this is an interesting situation because Ophi did not have a good CVE this tournament. I'm not going to lie. it didn't really work out so hot for him. So for best friend, switch over to Elemental is a play that I like. And, you know, we've seen this kind of be the matchup of the tournament is the EVC, CVE matchup. Okay, I like the opening he's doing. He does need to get that earth out of there. Good pullback. Should survive. Pretty sure. As you can see, some absolute perfect forward cutting, which is not happening right now. So, the play here should be to get the castle air. He needs to get that back too, though. He needs to be careful. But he will save it simply because he hit that crawler. That'll keep it alive. Really close, though. Really good on the timing. And then here comes the castle air. You know, I think Ovi could have continued to press there. Because he lost a pet anyway. I think one more volley and he would have killed that right there. But that's not a huge deal. You basically always are guaranteed to lose one cat. Almost always guaranteed to lose one cat in the beginning with Chaos. And it's not really a big deal because you're losing 100 gold for forcing them to pay 300 for the defensive cast player. So, okay, now this is why you got to have that really, really early hustle timing. Because we're seeing the triple bomber. And that really was not very fantastic for Ovi. That was $3 Earth. But the bigger problem we're seeing is... Actually, we're really not seeing a bigger problem. This is looking okay for best friend right now. Okay, so he's just kind of doing the air shuffle right now. Oh, good dodge. I like that. And then hit that. Okay, he takes tower, or did. Okay, and then good bomb. Nice, good play. Okay. I like the way this is strong for best friend right now. I'm liking what I see. Curious to see what we're gonna tech into though. We got 300 mana. Not really sure what it's gonna go toward here. It better go towards something soon though, because Ophi's starting to pop out wings, and best friend is going to have his hand forced here shortly. Okay, tornado. Ophi just doing the standard chaos thing in the CVE, you know. Got turrets behind this. There's a cycloid, but man, when you make that cycloid real quick, it's tough because there's not really a lot behind it to secure that kill. But nothing's really going bad for him right now. Ophi, and he's getting the turret out. So we can see an attack before the turrets go down, which I do like that play. But he pulls back before he gets a kill, other than guaranteeing the survival of the cycloid. And Ophi is actually working on this economy right now. Okay, so now we have V clones being researched. So it looks like best friend is thinking about teching up here. Ophi, however, already got the Medusa with the second one on the way. So this could prove to be bad. For Ophi, actually. Because one wrong possess here, and Ophi's going to be between a rock and a hard place. Oh, he uses Possess already. Okay, yeah. This is when the V control gets really difficult, man. The V control is a high skill cap. And it's also really finicky, especially if the ping is bad. That's some hard stuff, man. That's hard to handle. Okay. Hope he's going in. He needs to do some damage. He's stoned. I'm not sure what exactly he just stoned. I think it was an air, I'm guessing. Yep. Best friend just needs to get away from those turrets. But we're probably gonna... Uh-oh, we're gonna see a stone on the B. Not quite. Nope, stone on the air. I do kind of want to see that Medusa get pushed off, though. Yeah. You just can't handle it, you know? Just really good pressure, and I think that best friend, that's the end of best friend for this tournament, you know. So, and he was the defending champion from last year, and yeah, Ophi's good, dude. He's just a good player. I mean, there's nothing like specific I can point out for that game. It's just like his timings are on point, his micro's on point, like macro is really good, macro's all there. It's just really well played from Ophi. Gotta give it to him. So I'm about to wrap this stream up, but I think we're probably gonna do one more set. So everything on the high end has been cast. What do we want to see that I haven't done? Heliodin versus God of Balzagoth. We never did that. I think that one could be interesting. I kind of want to get some people... maybe we haven't seen yet. I'm kind of thinking God of Balzagoth versus B2Y. Or Defaz Dad versus Friendmaker. That's what I'm feeling, y'all. But I think that he might have been inactive. I'm not sure. Yeah. So we're gonna do Friendmaker versus Faz, because that's only one game. Like that set was just one game, but we're gonna do it to get these guys some screen time, you know? Okay, so we got Friendmaker versus Defaz. This is the only game, okay? I don't know why they only played one game. I'm not really sure what caused this to happen. Yeah, but this is it. So we got Elemental versus Chaos here. Friendmaker opting to do the Earth Open. So Forfeit. Lag is too high. Okay. Well, so far, this is good for Friendmaker because DeFaz opted to not really pressure for the first minute there. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I was quite so, Friendmaker's doing pretty good. I mean, I think he's done pretty good with his tower dominance so far. I'm definitely liking this for Friendmaker so far, but I wouldn't say that anything is like insanely one way or the other right now. We're seeing the first wing for DeFaz come out. And then we're also seeing Friendmaker begin to tech into the V, which is a really good play. Especially with the presence of no upgrades, no cat upgrades. We're going to see a V have a lot more free reign on the map. Okay. So Friendmaker still looking pretty good right now, holding the center. DeFaz does have the population lead ever so slightly. They're pretty much neck and neck. But into V, you do see a air snipe, but we have the possess on the wing. And DeFaz doesn't really have a good answer to this right now. He's going to be forced to kill his own wing here. And actually do a mass garrison and to deal with the clones. So this is strong for Friendmaker. Really good for him right now. Okay. And the early marrow. Okay, interesting. So, I like it. But he needs to be careful to not get that marrow possessed. Careful. GG. That's all about that marrow timing, or like the equivalent spells, I guess. So, that really wasn't that hateful. I mean, that was pretty solid, you know. But I don't think he was just prepared to deal with the V, I think is kind of where the issue came from there. But that's it for those two guys. Yeah, that's it. I guess that DeFaz chose to just give up or forfeit because the lag was too bad. Wrong with that. Okay. So now, this is going to be my last one for the tournament, guys. I'm getting kind of tired, and we have done almost... I mean, we've probably done over half of all the replays in the tournament now. So... we're going to finish out with BTY versus God of Balzagoth. So I will say God of Balzagoth, God of Balls, as we call him, he's good. I played him, and he knocked me into loser's bracket. He straight up beat me. I was not prepared for that. Like, I have never, hardly ever played this guy. I don't even know if I ever once played this guy prior to this tournament. And he showed me up. Like, I was not prepared to fight him. So he, he didn't like place in a top 5 or anything, but no, I think he might have. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't think he did. He didn't. But he was good though. So BTY coming in with a sword start. He's playing it pretty well right now too. He hasn't really lost anything. Doing decent to hold power. Okay, so God of Balzagoth is going to go straight in for the sword. And BTY is going to opt to bring the 2 swords back to try to defend. Okay, and he's also going with a Castle Archer. Okay, so I don't know about that play. I don't think I really like that one. I would probably cancel that Castle Archer. And he lets it finish, but he's set up to play defensively now. So, I mean, he can see where this goes from here. Got a Balzagoth. Got 2 on mana already. Nice splits from BTY. And this is when the Castle Archer might actually pay off. Yeah, okay, so the Castle Archer pays off, honestly. There's going to be no minor losses here. And he's just going to garrison them, which is the right play, and BTY's making it work. The question is, though, what is he going to come back with? Because we're seeing the wing and Q from God of Balls. So then what is Mr. BTY going to respond with to that? We got an archer out along with a wall and Q. We're going to see press for tower here. I'd just like to say, I'm just going to pause the replay real quick. Everybody take a minute, take a breather. Let's take a second and gather our chi. And let's just realize the fact I've been streaming for I actually don't know how. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 12 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. That's over 3 hours of Stick Empires. 3 hours. This is, aside from Arturos, I will say Arturos did one. The first OVC of the tournament, aside from Arturos, that we've cast today. And this is like the first one on the first set. Arturos switched to order. But actually somebody who was maining order, and then this is the first person we've seen that has actually mained order. So I tell you, order was not represented in this tournament at all. This is probably the most unrepresented we've ever seen order in a long time, dude. Seriously. Man, mountains look so different on low graphics. What the heck is going on with the mountains? Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm getting distracted. Sorry about that, guys. So, BTY has a lot of light units out, a lot of swords. The swords, ever since the last update, I think it was 2.26, 2.23. Can't remember the name of it. Swords are a lot more formidable because Juggernauts can no longer animation cancel swords. So before you had this situation where Juggernaut could just run into a pile of swords and the swords would just be swinging against nothing because the Jug would be getting animation cancels left and right. Now, if that happens, the Jugs get melted. So this is a scarier army than it was a year ago. The 2 bombs, though, are going to prove to be problematic for BTY. He will opt to pull back there. Those 2 bombs could, if it lands on those swords, we kind of had a split there, sort of, kind of. All right, he goes back into the range of the Castle Archer, which I do like. We're gonna see a reverse charge on the Spear. So he's going to secure the kill on that. So now BTY is on the defensive. He's kind of in the order hole, as I call this. I always call this the order hole because this is the situation that order players always get in. This is very hard to avoid as an order player, is when you're just on the defensive, you're back behind your second row gold, you can't really do anything. And until eventually, you know, it's hard to get out of that. So we'll see what BTY chooses to do here. He's got a decent macro going for him. Got a balls, now is taken into the Marikai. We're seeing some more upgrades come out from BTY. We got fire arrows, shield dash, and another reinforcing spear. And I'm guessing a Merrick, probably. Yep, Merrick. This is a lot of pressure. BTY has a decent amount to try to defend this. Marikai is coming in. And we'll choose to hit the archer. The archer, ooh, just dies. Okay, and he's going to pick off a Juggernaut, so BTY is still defending, and he only lost an archer in that, which was not too hateful. Though the pressure's on BTY now. We're starting to see a little bit more floating from both people now. Easy to accidentally let that floating happen when the pressure increases. There's another attack coming in. Those Merrics, I think, are about to be a nasty health list, which I don't want to see. Okay, not bad, not bad. Still a solid defense from BTY, not taking on the substantial losses. And, yeah, okay, I like this. BTY is doing good on the defense. The question is, what is he going to do to get out of this situation, though? God of Balls is now at 80 supply. He's got double turrets on at mid. What is he going to do to get out of this situation? This is looking kind of scary. But God of Balls can't get anywhere. He's not making any headway on BTY. Okay. Alright. Okay. I say BTY goes for it. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do if you're BTY here. I mean, I think I don't think he knows what to do. Honestly, he's kind of floating a little bit. Okay, there he spins his gold. That's good. That's good. So BTY is kind of like a wall right now. Kind of like a big brick wall that the balls can't go anywhere with. But also BTY can't get anywhere. We'll see what happens with this engagement. Big engagement from the balls. So it's very loud. You're gonna see a very deep poison. Actually, gonna put poison on the archers, and that's not good. BTY is going to have to respect that. He decides to go ahead and garrison all the archers, and he's kind of in a weird situation here where that Merrick went freaking in the house through the front door, sat on the couch, and just freaking took a poop in the living room. Man, he needs that poison pool to go away because he's getting ready to have to deal with Tower Spawn 2 now. Okay. So, I'm getting scared for BTY now. We got a lot of low HP units out there. The Merrics are down. The health lists are going out. And we're starting to see the population go the wrong direction. Yeah, yep. We're finally seeing BTY get picked apart. I think this is gonna be GG. But BTY put up a heck of a defense. You know, I think if we maybe had seen more consistent archer like archer queues that game, it would have helped a lot. I think that's what he was really fighting, was not having good archer queues. He never really got 2 lines of archers until like that last engagement, and I think if he'd just been maybe a little bit quicker on that, it would have helped. That would have gone a long way. We didn't see any ninjas or mages or any like counterplay on like the higher end on the tech tree. But that was good. So first game goes to God of Balls. And then the second game, we're going to see BTY opt to do the Order Special. When in doubt, go Desert, buddy. It's legal. It's there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like putting your hand in the cookie jar, you know? I mean, could you really help it if it was right there and the lid was off, you know? The Desert OVC. Opting to go with the triple sword start, so full sword start. Pretty, this is the classic OVC meta from BTY. Okay, almost gets that cat kill. I like the micro so far. Okay. Oh, kill that, kill it! Oh no, it survives. How is he getting away with this? Okay, I like that play. Going back to take tower. I like that. Good micro. And man, he is viciously trying to get this cat kill and just cannot get it. Oh, here comes the bomb. Really good bomb for God of Balls there. So now BTY, he's in trouble, and he's actually opted to make a lot of miners. So he really doesn't have a lot of defense. Good cat kill there, and now he is going with the Castle Archer defensively, which I think is going to work out for him. I think he's going to get some cat kills here. No way. Dude, that's a certified chaos moment, dude. Crazy J freaking intervened. Man, that's the kind of stuff that, like, triggers me just to see it. But, that's alright. This is just not the position you really want to be in with Order, because in the desert, OVC desert situation, that's when Order has that short map and where you can just kind of hammer that chaos player. So to see kind of God of Balls chill out at mid, not really what you want to see from an Order player. Has anything detrimental happened? No, but the momentum isn't really there that you want for the Order player. Though a really big economy from BTY. So far, he's already on second row. Here comes God of Balls, going to try to go for that Archer there. Probably going to get it. The wall is a little too late. I think that Archer dies. Yes, it does. Which is unfortunate, but he's going to take some cats on the way out. If that wall would have been a little earlier, we would have seen the Archer live. But that's not like a GG Archer. I mean, it's 3 minutes into the game, and I mean, it's not what you want, but it's not like your first Archer by any... Well, it technically was his first Archer, but you know what I mean. So now we got the dead out. And yet again, we are finding that BTY is working his way toward that order hole that I have talked to you guys about. You know, he's just kind of hanging back here on that second row. It's always a hard position to play with Order. They're very easy to get into. Holy moly, God of Balls not playing around with the economy, bro. We got like 3 on second row and 4 on mana. Gone, buddy. My goodness. Man, daggone, I think he's just going to outproduce BTY. Like, I'm afraid that's what's going to happen. I don't think there's anything spectacular is going to happen. I mean, he just has... I mean, he's getting into passives. I mean... He just has a lot of stuff. Like, there's nothing really fancy happening. He just has so much stuff. I mean, that Sphere's already done. Daggone. This is just really solid macro from God of Balls is what we're saying. You know, this is just a really clean, dead jump. Okay. So he pushes God of Balls back there, and it looks like BTY is... What are we doing here? Whoa, whoa, whoa. BTY's struggling. That Spear wants to go. That Spirit saying, come on, just let me add him. Let me add those 5 deads, dudes. I will take them single-handedly once we win this game. We got this sword. Been alive since 1984. He's currently doing absolutely nothing. He said, no, I don't need to fight. I don't need to attack. I'm just going to sit here and watch this boat go down. Daggone, dude. The dead damage is just nasty. Absolutely nasty, man.
Spartans, go!
BTY's trying. I think we're just gonna kind of see a slow death here. That's what we're seeing. All fist on the Merrick. We're seeing the front line completely dissipate now. Archer's starting to get picked off. Wall goes down, stuff's getting poisoned, nothing to do about it. GG, buddy, that's what this is. And it's easy for this to happen when you try to, like, pull the desert trick out and it just doesn't really go your way. You just kind of die, you know? It kind of it'll be like that, man. That was solid from BTY. I mean, and God of Balls is really good. I mean, BTY is hitting up. He's punching up on this one, and he's putting up a heck of a fight. And, you know, I've been rooting for BTY for a while. You know, he's a dedicated player to getting better at order. You know, and he it's there, like, you can tell, you know, he knows how to play order. He knows the do's and the don'ts, and, you know, it's just a matter of kind of getting the experience and stuff. But, ladies and gentlemen,
imagine being able to build an app.
I think we're probably going to be seeing a wrap for tonight. I think we're going to be looking at a wrap, guys. Let me check time here. Yeah. Think, before we go, we're going to check out a quick game that was suggested to me. gonna check this out real quick before we end the night, alright? It's something that 75G sent to me. Let's check it out real quick. What we got going on here. So we got Arrows of Time versus or SO7 versus Arrows of Time. So it looks like SO7 is opting to go with the sword archer start. I don't know what's happening to the screen right now, but it is literally epilepsy. I could count the pixels on the screen. We have about 1 pixel per square foot right now. And okay, right. Okay. I don't know who's who right now. This is Antis, I can tell. Antis is we're watching Antis's cam right now. Okay. Okay, alright, alright. SO7's coming in clutch. This is tight, this is close. Daggone! Some clean micro from my boy, SO7. It was good. Played that situation well, and I like how he brought the unit from the back up front and said, yeah, I'm gonna use him, so. Alright. That's it, fellas. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. And hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your Sunday now. Thank you for watching. And we finally got through it. Appreciate you guys. Take her easy.